Welcome to part three. We're joined by Jerry. Women love him, men want to be him. Isn't that right, Jerry?
That's uh, that's what you always say.
Well, that's what your missus wants to be with you because you're getting married, aren't you, in October on my birthday?
Well, yeah, I mean, but plenty of women have not wanted to be with me, you know.
Oh, Jerry, you don't put yourself down like that. If they don't want to be with you, just get rid of them, don't you? Move on to the next
Yeah,
one.
exactly. That's why I've got Colin.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Exactly.
Listen, relationships are hard work, Jerry. Trust me.
Absolutely, mate.
I want to
Absolutely.
ask you, where is Sam Jones hiding? Is he in the same hiding place as Big John Fury from Fury Power? Big fighting man in the ring or on the hard road? Where's Big
Oh,
John? Where's he hiding? The big fella. John, when I see you, I'm going to give you a big cuddle and a big kiss. Mwah! Where's
don't
John?
know, mate.
Where's Sam Jones? You know, when I look at Joe
Sam,
Joyce's career, I blame Adam Morley and Sam Jones for his career. Do you?
um, whoever advised him to turn pro so late in his career definitely is something to has some responsibility for that. I don't know if that was Sam Jones or not. Sam Jones, aka Bone Density, human
Mr.
modeler.
Bowden, do you remember when he was going on IFL going? We've had Joe tested at the local hospital, and his bone density is stronger than the average man's, 6 times stronger. It's impossible to knock him out. He's a human juggernaut. Do you remember that shit? So what I did
Yeah,
run Claremont up. I've had quite a few operations there over the years. And they went, what? This is impossible. So Sam, you're full of shit. Absolute full of diarrhea, mate. You've took a piss on me from penthouse and lagged on me. Even I bought into all that. So no, he's unstoppable, Joe. His bone density is stronger than Steve Austin's, the Bionic Man.
you know who
It's
might have had big.
worse. Like Peter Fury, where do we put you in with your broken hand? His words, their words, not mine, theirs.
You know who might have had big or quite high bone density? Nikolai Valuev, because he looked like a caveman or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
He looked like a caveman. David A dealt with him though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he probably had high bone density though, because the guy was he was a big man. Like he wasn't a very good boxer, like, but he was a big man.
Uh, drug testing. Right. Jerry, what's the answer now for this drug testing? Because we've got Dennis McCann. He's the silence around Dennis McCann's unbelievable. But Bricktop would be screaming blue murder if it was Moses Aitoma. But Dennis McCann, he's
Yeah,
fighting at a small weight. Nobody really gives a toss about him. I think he's been thrown to wolves. He's not getting the same treatment that Conor Ben's had. Uh,
definitely not.
do you think that Dennis McCann will just slip away and he'll be forgotten about?
It's quite possible that that may happen, which is quite sad.
Mm.
Whoever's obviously been advising him in his camp or told him to take this or um, told him not to
Hang on a
take
second.
whatever.
You don't want to what?
Want to go with chess later?
What score is it?
7-3 to me.
Fucking you, get gone. I'm seven
What?
three
Hang
up,
on.
Jerry. I'm 7-3 up at chess, you know, yeah.
I don't
Seven
believe you.
three. Eh?
Don't believe it. I reckon Jem is kicking your ass, mate.
To me, Jerry, not to him.
Oh, God. Private school, Jerry, and they can't play chess. Comprehensive kid, and I'm 7-3 up, mate. Yes. Oh, well, what can you do? If
You
I
should play.
practiced in jail a lot, mate. I played a lot of chess in jail, Jerry, because there's no else to do besides play chess, press ups, and pull one off. That's all you do in jail or write letters.
You
I
should. You should give the Klitschko's a game of chess, mate. I know they like to play.
I'm not that brilliant, but I've seen her off. So it's bad losers as well. Women are bad losers, aren't they? Women, bad losers,
That's
mate.
fighting talk, mate.
Hey,
You're going to get in trouble later. That's fighting talk. You're going to get in
bothered,
trouble
mate.
later.
I'm not bothered, mate. So she'll go, oh, I've got a chessboard. So yeah, let's have a game. Yeah, she'd done me at Monopoly. And what's the other one? Operation. He's going for his honeymoon. I'm no good at that operation because I ain't got a steady hand. What's the other one? Jenki. Have you played that?
Oh yeah, it's good. That's good.
Yeah, you know it would and that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm right into board games now.
That's good. It's better than like just sitting.
iPad all night.
Yeah.
It's better than sniffing cocaine, isn't it, Jerry?
Or sniffing glue out of a plastic bag.
Hey?
Sniffing glue out of a plastic bag, like they used to do in Belfast.
Oh, takes me back to when I
Yeah.
was 9. What's the answer? What's the answer, Jerry? To I used to sniff that at school. I thought it was brilliant. What's the
Thanks.
answer to that white stuff? What's the answer to the drug testing situation? Because do we need one organisation? Do you think, Jerry, or
Uh,
what do you think?
if yeah, if it's all under one umbrella, right, then it means it's got to be the same every time. If it's got to be the same every time, then you're not going to have oh well, this organization found XYZ in his tests, but didn't find anything. Another organization didn't find anything. Um, it's going to be a set of rules that are going to be followed, and nobody has any excuses. So if it was all under one company, you would have that, but it needs to be set in stone that there's none of this. We're not going to have drug testing because such and such fighter doesn't want it. It has to be, included in the sport the same way any other rule is included in the sport. You've got to have uniform regulations that everybody has to abide by. Otherwise, it's just going to be like the wild, wild west, like you said, and people are just going to be able to get licenses anywhere else and continue their careers, like Dillian White fighting in Republic of Ireland and Gibraltar. Conor Bain got an American license, didn't he? I think an American license and fought in Texas or something like that. Maybe not Texas, like, but he definitely got an American license. So you've got to snub all that out because if there's loopholes like this, people are going to be dodging consequences for unfair actions within the sport, and people who take drugs are cheats. So we just can't have it. It can't accept it. It can't be accepted within the sport.
Yeah,
Where have you gone?
yeah, I see where you're coming from. Mate. It's bad, but people need to go on my channel and go back and you'll see a video I did. It's a Terry's Take one. I forgot what number it is. And it was Larry Alabama and Terry talking about the drug situation. And I've said to Terry, I'd like Terry to have Larry on again. Larry O, he calls him, to for Larry to explain it because there's been some massive changes since Terry did that episode a few years ago. And I personally think that it's rife now in the sport of boxing. But the promoters don't help because once people have failed the test, they keep giving them more chances. Dylan White, multiple tests. Jarrell Miller, multiple tests. Conor Ben, multiple tests, only 2 though. So, and promoters are rewarding these drug cheats. So, what people are thinking, if I build my profile up big enough, I will be rewarded if I'm a big star because I can take these drugs because nobody's going to have a go at me because I've got backing to battle it. Like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury had 3
Yeah,
drug issues. Let's be honest.
yeah,
Had that wild boar bollocks, whatever it were called. I forgot the drug in it. But it was Nandrolone or something. I forget. I might be wrong on that, but they called it wild boar, but they failed, didn't they? Might tell you
yeah,
online. He had a cocaine, and then he had one where he threw the testers out the gym and refused. A refusal is one of the worst ones. So There's 3 drug issues. Then he got a 2-year ban, backdated. Liam Cameron got a 4-year ban for a sniff of gear. You know, so there's got to be consistency.
Yeah. That's very, very unfair though, because I actually think recreational drugs shouldn't pay as big a penalty as performance enhancing drugs. Do you know what I mean? So Liam Cameron got a raw deal with that, I think.
You got a massive raw deal. You got a
Fury's was
massive
not
raw
good,
deal,
you're right.
Liam.
Yeah, absolutely. And it hurt his career as well.
Yeah. Liam, speaking of Liam Cameron, I know Liam very, very well. I've known him 10 years. Liam and Ben Whitaker are going to go at it. But it looks like there could be an issue with contracts. Ben Whitaker's team want a 10-rounder. Liam
Yeah,
wants a 12-rounder. Who fucking cares? It's only 6 minutes. Get at it. If it's 10 rounds, they both got to do 10. If it's 12, both got to do 12. But I hope Ben don't pull out because I want Liam to have a payday.
yeah,
Because his bird's obviously done a big sentence at Nick, isn't she? And he's got kids to her and all that. And they're going to need that money, aren't they? So I
yeah.
want Liam to come out of it financially secure. But do you see that fight happening now, Jerry? Because it's all gone a bit quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah, I have to say, I seen that come out and I got a little bit concerned. I felt very. I thought, is this the Whitaker camp trying to throw something in the works to get out of this fight again?
It
Which makes
looks
me
that
think
way,
they're.
doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think that's really, really bad and reflects really, really badly upon them because initially I kind of was like, good on them. They're going to do the rematch because obviously the way the first one ended was a joke, and I think it needs to be put to bed really. Um, so I kind of was quite positive that obviously they decided to make the rematch. And now I just feel like, is this just something else stupid now that they're gonna put it down to some kind of contract dispute? And is it why would Ben Whitaker is Ben Whitaker not fit? I don't understand. What has he got to worry about another 6 minutes for? I thought the guy was Superman, like, I find that very odd, and I worry that Liam's going to get shafted whenever, like you say, he's got an opportunity at another payday, and maybe even another payday or two after the Whitaker fight, depending on how it goes. So, if Ben Whitaker's got a backbone, 6 minutes shouldn't matter to him. And if there's some kind of contract dispute, they need to get it sorted out, or they need to make an amendment because it looks bad.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, the Lazy Rhino
Is he
and
still about?
Elmer Fudd are going to go at it. Daddy Fudd is running around selling tickets. He's on billboards up here near Tip Shelf Services on M1. He's on a billboard near Pontefract on M62. Laid there, you've seen the video, haven't you? Obviously, in a pair of skids, a pair of black boxer shorts. We call them skiddies where I'm from, or shreddies. He's laid there in a pair of black boxer shorts, tits out, double D, 50 double D tits, baldy head, 5 year younger than me, as big as I used to be. Is he heading for an heart attack? Him with you know what I'm on about him who wears flip flops. He's got feet like a buffalo.
Of course.
Eh?
Russ, he's probably got loads of health issues that we don't know about. He has to. You can't live your life like that. I mean, I'm 42, like, and I'm noticing things happening as I'm getting older. Do you know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
having to make changes because, yeah, you know all about it, mate. You got yourself into a state and you made changes to get yourself back into good shape and healthy. Um, if that fat mess doesn't have any health issues, I would be totally surprised. Is he heading for a heart attack? For all you know, he's maybe had minor ones already.
I were heading for
We
one.
just don't.
I were heading for an heart attack, me. And
Well, it doesn't surprise
you've
me,
got
mate.
to pull yourself back from the brink. It takes people can say to me all they fucking want, you had a gastric band. That's not guaranteed. You still got to
Yeah,
put the graft in. Do you know what I mean? Then you've got to
doesn't.
get down to I said, right, for me, what should I be? They said, well, you should basically be a middleweight. So I'm a middleweight in weight, but I still have to get up in the morning. You've seen videos of me every other day. I send you, then I pound in the streets or cycling. I do my weights, do my sit. You've got, it's a consistency thing. I don't take any gear or anything like that because there's no size on me. Yeah, I'm shredded and I'm probably in as good as Nick as well when I was 25. But I'm trying to advise him because I was as big as him, maybe bigger.
Yeah, you were.
But mine were like I were laid in a penthouse with plenty of readies, gouged out my head on gear and methadone all day. I never had no go in me. You can line as many
Yeah,
cars up as you want outside, but it don't mean shit if you can't get out of bed. Well, why do you
yeah,
need to get out of bed? I was like, well, I'll just make a phone call. Local cafe will bring me a big breakfast, then I'll bring big sandwiches round from the same cafe, and then Chinese at night or Indian, and then local beer off for dropping me beer off. I didn't need to get out of bed. I'll just lay with foil like that. Big blowtorch under it. And I thought it was brilliant, but slowly I was killing myself. It's a
yeah,
mindset. It's a mindset losing weight. And I look at him and I'd like to sit him down and said, you know, you're killing yourself slowly. And I've been there. But everybody's cheering him on, aren't they? They're going like that too. Oh, it's so funny, Johnny Bosch. Johnny Bosch
yeah.
Senior is doing loads of tickets. I mean, why didn't Eddie Hills get a grip of him and say, listen, bro, you're going to end up killing yourself. We know you're doing loads of tickets, but rein it in a bit. Do you know what I mean? Rein it in, but he's not going to do that, is he, Jerry? Because they're getting a
Uh,
cut off at tickets. His son, listen here, fat man, your son can't fight. Dave Allen's going to fill him in again. Your son can't fight. He's a big dummy. All right, he's getting battered. That's the bottom line. But they do loads of tickets, so who's gonna rock that little boat if it goes to points? Because I can see another stinky decision if it goes to points. They're not going to give David Allen his dues. He's got to stop him, David, and he'll know that.
or
I
severely
think he will
outpointing.
this time. I think he will. I hope he's got the bit between. He's got his big chance again. But if they shaft David again, it could have an effect on him and put him back. Do you know what I mean? He might think,
Yeah,
you know what am I doing here with boxing here? Do you know what I mean? Does that sound right? That sound right there?
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, Dave Allen's got to that crossroads a couple of times. I never thought he would have come back for a start. I always remember him saying, his sister had a conversation with him, and he just decided it's time to get out of boxing. So, the fact that he's come back, if you're going to come back, you got to make it worthwhile. But in terms of the two of them, you're obviously not a Johnny Fisher fan. I don't
No,
really care. I don't really mind
no.
either guy. I just if it's a good competitive fight, that'll do me. In terms of the dad though, why isn't his own family telling him, look, Dad, you're gonna have trouble. Like you need to lose weight because you're gonna, you're shortening your life expectancy.
Do you know why I don't
You'd
like him, Johnny? Sorry. Do you know why I don't like Johnny Fisher, Jerry? Because he's manufactured like Anthony Joshua. It means when they do these interviews, this all scripted bullshit. It's not off at cuff like us. And everybody
yeah,
else has to do it off cuff. But people like him, because they're marketing him, and Anthony Joshua, because they marketed him, didn't they? It's all scripted. Do you know Joshua were never like that, You know when that mask started to slip? I were buzzing.
yeah,
I were buzzing because that's what he's like. He's quite
real
sullen,
side,
man. First time I ever met Anthony Joshua. Adam Etchits, who comes on here, and in fact, Adam, I need to ring you this week because you've texted me. Adam Etchits, who's got the Kazakhstan kid, he's training him, isn't he?
yeah,
They're out in Thailand. His uncle Terry's got a cafe next door to AJ Hobson's scrapyard, which backs onto the EIS. Joshua and coaches and a few other people, Richie Wood and all them, they go in that cafe on a dinner time. I went in that cafe You know why I don't like Joshua? He were in there and he were looking over at me, and, and obviously he's seen me on social media and blah blah blah. I thought, oh, I'm all right here. So I never said no. I was there in queue, and he was there with chicken dinner, like a Frey Benter's chicken dinner, chips, bit of veg, proper greasy spoon calf. I didn't have a problem with that. He was on his phone. So I thought, what's he doing? Been on his phone. He was on Twitter and he put, this is a true story, and he put on Twitter pictures of him eating fruit and all that. And it was at his mum's, his mum is in Golders Green or something in London or something, whatever. It doesn't really
Yeah,
bother me that much, but eat your fruit and all your greens and be big and strong like AJ. But he weren't eating that. He was eating a chicken dinner with veg in a cafe in Sheffield. Do you see where I'm coming from?
yeah, yeah.
Manufactured knackers. Manufactured knackers. And that's why I'm not keen on him. Because they're trying to make out that there's something they're fucking not. Joshua's a
Right.
sullen bully, mate. He is absolutely. You heard the tie and booth story when he went in there, how he spoke to him. I'll tell you another one. Nicky Smedley and Chris Smedley's other son, Luke, who passed away, God rest his soul, they went into the EIS one day, and Joshua were like, what you doing here walking around it, like carrying off like it's his gym? So Nicky goes, hey, what's he got to do with you? You don't own this building, you. You see where I'm coming? Because him and Luke were like Cray twins when they were together. Luke and Nicky Smedley. Oh, God, they're really dangerous characters. And Joshua was a bit startled, so they were walking around doing what they wanted. But point I want to make is Joshua is a sullen bully, right? You seen him when he went, "Don't buy no out white shops" and all that, and then when he put on Twitter. He had a go at Eddie Chambers saying you're a disgrace to the black human race and all that stuff. And Robert
Yeah,
McGarvey's a bit misunderstood and all that. A geezer that slaughters people in villages and that. Listen, he's opinionated. There's no wrong with that. But he ain't what they make him out to be. You see where I'm coming from? And when that
yeah,
happened, when he come out about that, don't buy out from these shops and all that, and he read that thing out, didn't he? When he were limping at the time or something, whatever. I remember them all walking up in Under Armour stuff. Eddie, within a week, had him on Google, papering up at cracks, doing a big PR campaign. Manufactured knackers. That's what it is. And I'm glad his mask slipped. Me, I'm glad, Jerry. And that Johnny Fisher, he's just the same, mate. Manufactured knackers, but on an area level, level.
Uh, I totally get what you mean, right? Because I don't like any fake bullshit either, right? But you see, in terms of Johnny Fisher, right? And this isn't me like just trying to excuse any of that because that's down to this guy. Probably is just going along for the ride, mate. He's probably, Eddie Hills just went, oh look, we can do this with you, and the dad just playing into it now like a gimmick, and they're just rolling with it, mate. The guy's probably probably fairly innocent enough, like because he's not nowhere near the same level as Joshua, Olympian, all the rest of it, having to make
Exactly.
like the new Hulk Hogan, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
eat all
so
your greens and be big and strong like
yeah,
Hogan, like me. Yeah, well, you're
exactly.
gonna fall for that,
But
you prick.
the Johnny Fisher thing is just this. I see it like as a guy who's just he's fallen into that routine, like so. You know, you would probably do the same thing if you were in his shoes, like just go along with it, like and see how much
Well, I've been
money you
seeing
can get at
every
the end of the day.
interview he does. They ask him about certain boxers. He goes, "Oh, he's a great lad. He's my friend. I like him, and he was so nice to me." And listen, piss off. The rivals are yours, you silly cunt. You should be saying, "Well, I've sparred him, and if we have to get at it, it's business." That's what I want to hear from the heavyweight contenders. I don't want to hear all that. He's my friend, or Dave Allen and him sat there on ring apron going, "Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, I'm so proud of you." Oh, what a load of shit. Load of
They
shit.
didn't do that, did they?
Dave Allen should have punched his face in after that, saying, "I've been fucking robbed by your promoters, judges." That's all he should have done. So, yeah, he's my
Or
friend. Load of
or
shit.
used it to train harder for the next fight as motivation.
So, anyway, listen, Jerry, I've got to go because I'm going to have to kick her ass at chess.
Oh, you're on your second one then, are you?
Yeah, I'm on my second one now, Jezza. She just fetched me another and trying to get me good books.
She's
Thatcher's
taking
Blood
notes.
Orange Cider. There you go. All right.
No
Hope you're
worries, mate.
well, Jez. Everything all right at your end?
I just if I could work a different job and get paid the same money, that'd be great.
Okay, only 6 months to go, Jerry, till your big wedding.
Yep, 6 months and then that's me.
Aye.
Looking
Okay.
forward to coming over.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming and seeing you, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
Good
Okie
stuff.
doke. Well, listen, all the best to you and have a great evening. And these will be out tomorrow. All right.
You too, mate.
Cheers,
Take it
Jed.
easy, all right?
Thank
No
you.
sweat, mate. Take it easy, man.
Cheers, mate. Well, that was Jerry from Belfast. He's a nice kid, Jerry, isn't he? Kent, where are you? Have you got your iPad yet? Let me know, Kent. Oh, go get a laptop. They're only on 80 quid in second-hand shop. Let me know how you're doing, Kent. I'm worried about you. All right. Big shout out to Joe Gallagher. I hope your surgery's been successful today. I am thinking about you. I hope you're well. I'm going to give Cobra a little shout out. Cheers for the shout out on your Frock on Fighting video, the Joe Gallagher interview, Carl. Thank you very much. But I'm still pissed off for you because you asked me to come on your channel and you said you were coming on mine and you've gone missing. All right. Go on, Boyaka. Thanks for liking and subscribing, leaving a comment. If you like the video, leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave one anyway. If you want to get personal and get up close, email me, pokecorner@mail.com. Or if you want to come and do a Zoom, roll the dice. And if you've got a big pair of gonads, and you like a good old boxing debate, get in touch with me. Join the commission. Booyaka.